through Iraq, all the way back through Saudi, drop the dead bodies off with them, and they would then drive them all the way back to Al Jabil. It didn't work like that. I mean, someone must have realised, oh, fuck me, we've got helicopters. We've got helicopters getting from the front line all the way down to Al Jabil within about an hour, and then come all the way back up. So yeah, it's fucking, how can anyone clicked on any of the hierarchy just didn't realise that we had a grey registration and there was no policy for what we were going to do. I really think that. From being on the ground and doing that job. And so then we get to like the 22nd of February, all this change comes in and we get the vehicles. And these vehicles are what we've got to get. So then we goes out, couldn't get camouflage nets, couldn't get anything. Jerry cans, fuck all. The only thing you could get was lots of boxes of rations. But we were fucking looking around for kit. And so we just went on the road. We just looked in fucking walk past vehicles, get the shovels off the side, fucking robbing bits of kit, anything. I mean, Pioneers are good at that anyway, but we robbed everything. And then we went down a American logistics unit down in Al Jabil, probably Reenie ordnance unit, and they said, "Yeah, guys, take what you want." So we took a load of fucking jerry cans off and took big string net, camouflage net. So our vehicles, if people look at them, we also had American cam nets on them as well as British. But we had hundreds of bottles of jerry cans of water, the old 20 litres, fucking loads of them. You know what I mean? We got given then a Karcher spray set, like the old, the sprays where you go in and get your car wash.
Yeah.
We got one of them, but we got the pump system, but didn't get the other half of it. So we're lugging around this Karcher spraying, but couldn't use it because it was just the generator bit, and we needed the other bit to fucking use it. So that was out of the question, but we still had to drive around with it. And we had other bits of kit what they gave us, which was no fucking useful. The thing what was good to us was, I think the SQMS had gone down one of the field hospitals and they gave us all the metal gurneys.
Yeah.
So we'd had the 6-foot table and we could put a metal gurney on there and then put the body laid out. And that's what we did. It's all sort of like mixing men and trying to work it out yourselves. There's no sort of like book what you could flip through the pages and say, "Oh, this is what you do." You know what I mean? This is the best idea. It was all what we figured out, ourselves to do. And so then, literally, I think it was 23rd, they said, "Oh, by the way, guys, we're going into war. Who do you want to go with?" And I said, "Hey." And they went, "Yeah, they said, well, you two sections. First section and two, one section and two sections going up to, one's going 7 Brigade, and one of you is going to 4 Brigade. Pick which ones you want to go." And I thought, what is that? I probably know a few people for that 4 Brigade. So I said, "I'll go 4 Brigade if you don't mind." And the other guys will go 7. And so that's what we got. But this is, I mean, I'm just going back a couple of days, on about the 20th or 21st, 22nd, the war artillery was doing shooting street on the front line, firing missiles into the Iraqi positions and then fogging off. And one of the units, one of the guys was pulled under the track. So I got that job to go up there, and he was still alive. Because of the softness of the sand, he'd been pulled under the track, cocked it between his hips and his chest, but he was still alive. But they suspected he was going to pass away at some point. And so they sent us up, and we were hanging around at the field hospital waiting for this young gunner to pass away. And then he did, and he brought him out, and said, "Yeah, guys, here he is." And it was like, for me, not being a medic, and I mean, I was a medic after that, but not being a medic at that time, I didn't know what to expect. But this bloke just came out, this young lad, and he had all the wires fucking still hanging off him. He had the none of the old air vent on first aid, what you put in, pushed it and Selstrom for air. But everything's going like, ranges hanging up or tubes hanging out of them and everything all put them about. And that's the shock for them. You know what I mean? It was just things like that what just didn't prepare you for the body what we were seeing. And so anyway, he comes out, wrap them up, put them in a coffin and brings him back down. And like I said, and then we get to the 23rd, getting warmed up, that we're going up to the front line. Get started kit ready what we're robbed and, playing the other people. And then we drives up to the MSR to where the area keys was. We were going to form up with everyone else in the tactical forming up area. Whatever. Gets up there, and at the time, no one had a clue which route we were going. So we're sat up there at an R&P station, and these vehicles after vehicles after vehicles, just the vehicles driving past us until they said to us where we were going. And then it was like the Keystone Cops again. It was like so we had to then weave in and out of fucking unit to get to our rightful place, which was we should have been with 2S of the Wolf Fusiliers battle group, is where they placed us. So we were roughly in the middle of the Wolf Fusiliers and the Royal Scots, and the 20th Hussars, which was the 4th Brigade was an infantry brigade, 7th Brigade was like a cavalry tank brigade. You know what I mean? So they're both armoured, but one's infantry armoured, one's tanky armoured. So we're going in with the infantry guys, and we just sat there, and we had to keep quiet about what we did. We were warned just to keep quiet, just not tell anyone and avoid what fucking job you do, because no one wanted to say, by the way, guys, here's a morale fucking classer. Yeah. The fucking grey red guys are behind you if you want to fucking live. You know what I mean? So we get to I can remember we got up to the Royal Scots, and I kind of female come up and said, "And who are you lot?" And we said, "Well, we're just after a meal, man. We're trying to get in our position where we should be in the fucking call a bit through the breach." And she said, "Oh, you can't eat here, you can't fucking eat here, you're nothing to do with arguing. Who are you?" And we were in the mess queue, and we'd been up to the QM and asked, "Can we get fed?" Because we've ended up in the wrong position. Can we get fed? And he said, "Yeah, not a problem, guys." And we said, "We have to keep quiet where we are." And he turned around and said, "Yeah, just keep your mouth shut." He's fucking adamant, "Who are you?" And we're saying, a little lip, you know what I mean? Not telling her. And she's going, "Yeah, but what unit are you from?" And we kept saying, "No, we're the Pioneer from." And they went, "Yeah, but what unit are you from? You've just said you're Pioneer." And we, in the end, we just turned around and said, "Mum, we're the fucking brave registration team." He's like, "Well," and she said, like, "Oh, yeah, just carry on then." And the queue sort of like just fucking evaporated. And it's just us and Master Chef and the hot plate, there because everyone else had fucking said, "What did he say?" They're like, "They're not grey rig." And they're like, "Oh, man." Everyone just bomb bursted. So we got fed and then got back to our vehicles, jumped in and got told we're on the move again. And then we fucking moved from the Royal Scots and ended up with it. This is at the back end of the Royal Scots where all the wheeled vehicles were. And then the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. And then we were on the back of them. And then, I don't know if we went through the breach. We went through the breach and then from 24th, 25th, it was just nothing really. It was driving through the desert just fucking driving, swapping over drivers. And I can remember we had our windows up, and I'd bought a tape recorder about there, and I'd bought Elton John, we had a bit road and Deep Purple, Dark Side of the Moon, when they were the songs, and I'm thinking, everyone's telling us we're probably going to drive into a minefield at some point, and I'm playing the music thinking, if I'm going to fucking blow up, I'll blow up to the music I enjoy. You know what I mean? And we're just driving along, and I can remember it with the MLRS had started firing off. They're like, in the distance. Fuck me, that's and it's like a big shimmy, what goes that.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially in the dark, because the tin, you don't really see the effect during the day. But I know what you see is all the fucking sand and everything like a big cloud. Whereas at night time, in front of me, you see these rockets fucking whizzing up. And then we're driving along and all I've seen is this fucking rocket, very similar, go off next to us. And I'm thinking, he just lit up that fucking convoy that was next to us. And then you hear this fucking boom, and I'm thinking, fuck me, I didn't realise it was that close to us. And then the convoy I was in stopped. And then the two commanding our boss gets them that sort of like on a couple of Land Rover, and he's waving. And I sort of like winds the window down, and I said, "What's it do?" And he goes, "We're in a minefield." I went, "What?" He said, "We're in a minefield." And I'm thinking, that's when it dawned on me what had happened to the convoy to the right of us. And I'm thinking, fuck me. And he says, "And the orders are just drive." I'm thinking, just fucking drive. That's all we can come up with, because you've got one, two, three, four, I think you've got 4 or 5 convoys of fucking, there's 700 vehicles in 4 brigade convoy at the back of the armoured unit. So you've got 700 fucking vehicles of light vehicles, armoured vehicle, track vehicles in 4 brigade. And I don't think that means the tankies and the warrior. That's just all the admin behind it. And I'm thinking, fucking, all you can come up with, just drive. So we're driving, and then it happens again to the left of us. And I'm thinking, fuck me. So I just reached over and turned the fucking music off. I thought, fuck, we're going to go. I'll go to fucking dark side of the moon. And then we at some point, we don't even know when we got out of it. I mean, it's just fucking bizarre night. Gets out of it. So now we're going into the 26th. And it was like a bit of a stop start, because we did, without us knowing in the convoy, we did some of the positions, and we're then driving through. And that day, just after lunch, we're driving through, and all I heard was, I'm looking down driving, it was my turn to drive again, and there's this, all I saw was this, like, snake code, like, it just swishes like an S in the desert, and that's all I'm seeing in front of us as it's coming in. I was thinking, fuck me, them snakes are back. And they're just swishing either side of us. And then I heard this metallic sound like ding, ding, and I'm thinking, fuck me. And I'm trying to get my brain to register what the noise is, because all in front of me is Land Rover. So the position we were in was Royal Military Police, then it was our Land Rover, and then our 4-tonner. And then behind me, I think we've got another 4-tonner or an 8-tonner. But we've got our other vehicle. There's 3 vehicles for the playback. All I've seen was these snakes fucking sliding in the desert, not realising they were incoming rounds. You know what I mean? And then I heard this metal ding, and I'm thinking, fucking noise, I just placed it. And then it dawned on me, some fucking firing at me. And I'm thinking, fuck that. Sort of jumps out the cab. I literally jumped out the cab, and the cab was fucking rolling and stalled. And I runs around the back of it and gets behind the wheels, but the vehicle's still moving. So I'm trying to get behind the wheels, and then it stopped and stalled and fucking died to death. And the passengers jumped out, and he's saying, "What should we do?" And then the platoon commander comes up with his pistol, the lieutenant, and he says, "Roy, you need to put some fucking fire down." And I'm thinking, fire where? You know what I mean? He says, "Where's your weapon?" I said, "In the cab." Well, what's it doing there? And I went, I fucking jumped out of that fucking fast. All I saw were the rounds hitting us. And then I comes up to the front of the vehicle, and I'm trying to hide behind a big wheel plate, on the 4-tonners. So I thought, if we get near the engine, he's got to get through the engine through the wheel plate, but it fucking hits me. And I'm seeing everyone lying on the floor in front of us of the Land Rover. And then one of my Toms turns up. And I said, "Dave, you need to give us covering fire." And then I realised, as he's walking over, he's got his fucking sleeping bag connected to his webbing because he's put it on that back. And he's dragging his sleeping bag behind him. You look like one of them Charlie Brown characters. And I said, "Dave, you've got your sleeping bag stuck for your webbing." You know what I mean? We're in the fucking desert, fucking some cunt's firing at us, and Dave's fucking walking out. And I said, "Get in them trenches over there, mate. That looks like a good idea." I thought, I can't. You know what I mean? Well, why can't you? And I said, "I've got no fucking weapon." "But you have, mate. You've got your fucking rifle." I said, "Get in them trenches." And that's when the heads started popping up. And I'm thinking, they're fucking in. They were flash. And it's the Iraqi in the trenches. And we'd driven into an Iraqi position. Something couldn't have opened up. And the whole of this fucking column had just opened up. Rifles, pistols, and all you hear is rounds. You've got fuckers firing behind us. And anyone's fucking, like the ambush drills, they're sort of like herringboning vehicles. So these vehicles fucking packed all over the fucking show. People debussing. And then there's all these fucking trenches, what the Iraqis, and we hit the side of the Iraqi positions, what they're attacking, not realising And then, it's like we'd ended up, I think I might be slightly wrong, the column had ended up slightly in front of the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers, so the Royal Stock Battle Group. So we'd got forward of them somehow, driven into an electric position which we shouldn't have fucking been in the area, driven right into it. They'd opened fire on us, and then the radio signal had gone out saying that we're under fucking attack. And then all you hear is the fucking ground shaking. And I'm thinking, fuck me, what's that? And then all I felt was fucking being picked off my feet and slammed into the fucking vehicle. Because at that point, I'd come away from it and said to the guys in the other vehicle, guys, you need to get out of the vehicle and fucking hit your deck. And then I felt myself being picked up and thrown in the fucking vehicle in front of the our vehicle. And I thought, what the fuck, was that? Gets up, my ears are fucking buzzled. And then I see this chief challenger tank quite near it. He's driving in fast. And then there's warriors, literally on the old 30 mil gun, as they're driving in, all going to the front of the column. And I'm thinking, me, what? And it's like it goes out your head of what's just happened that fast. And then I'm picked up, dusted up. And it was only years later when one of the guys said, no, a round landed at the back of us. Well, the only thing that was at the back of us was the infantry vehicle coming in. And I'm convinced it was our own side that had got the round. I don't think it was Iraqi. Even to this day, I really do think it was probably our own side that had got the shells behind us and amongst us. And so anyway, we get stuck. My hearing is fucking buzzing. I get stuck, and then they everyone sorts itself out. They start taking the POW, and then it's like, man, what guys, we're moving again. Because that's what it's like. You get about 5 minutes of driving, a couple of hours of driving, convoy stuck, quickly get out, get some fucking food, get a piss, have a drink, dig your shell straight, and then back on the vehicle, fucking drive again. And that's what it was like all day and night. So we're on the edge now of this, what one of the battle groups could have been attacking. And then round about a dispatch rider, so this is the 26th, a dispatch rider comes up and says to guys, I'm looking for a graver. And we said, yeah, it's just what we after. And he says, I need to catch your lieutenant. I said, well, he's away at the moment, mate. I said, that we're all good. And the convoy, one of them, he stopped for a little while. And it 4:15 in the afternoon, started getting slightly dark. And he says, there's been an incident. And he said, there's been a blue on blue. I said, oh, I said, I know. And he said, oh, it's the 14th thing of it. But there was no talk of these A10 at the time. They're talking instantly, these guys getting attacked. They honestly thought at the time the tanky had hit the warriors. You know what I mean? Which is, people are saying that. So there was no talk, no one had even known it was a fucking A10 board. And so then Lieutenant, my boss comes back and he says, what's this? So he needs to look at it. He then has a chat. And then he comes back and says, look, we're So just before we started on the land war, there's got these two, to be part of the team, you have to be 21 and over, ideally be a driver, or have your driving license part of that, and, done a bit of grave work. But just before the land war started, there were these two 17-year-old fucking drivers from the R3T, which broke all of what they said we were doing in the volunteering. We've got these two 17-year-old guys. And he says, I'll take them. And I remember saying to him, sir, you want to do that? He said, you stay here in the collection point thing, and I'll take them. And I said, well, what happens if the convoy moves again? It's only a big thing now. It's a carry on. And I said, yeah, but how are we going to match up? We've got no fucking radio here. And he says, we'll catch up. Don't worry about it. I said, yeah, all right. So then he disappears, into the night to follows the dispatch rider with a Land Rover in one of the, I can't remember if it was a 14 or an 18 we had. But we had the other vehicle. They disappear off. And then an hour or two, they then come back. And he comes up and says that was an actual fucking mess. And I said, in what way? He said, we've got 9 bodies on the back of that vehicle. I said, really? It's me thinking it was one boat. And he said, yeah, with 9 fucking bodies on the back of it. He said, if you can fucking say it's bodies. And I'm like, yeah, all right then. And as he's saying this, and we're packing the vehicles up, we then get the order that the convoy's moving. So that night, 26th going into the 27th, we're driving through the fucking desert again. While the 2 infantry battalions on the tank, like, got off at the next position. And we're fucking driving through the desert that night. And I'm sat there in my mind thinking, like, we need to get to, like, we'll get a break, we'll have to fucking close up the body, to get them going away. Then it gets there that next morning, and then what we used to do, then we'd have the Land Rover in front, then the first vehicle, which was the one I was driving with mud. Then the other vehicle, which the 2 young drivers were driving, would turn around and back into it. We'd then put a 12-12 up and then wrap the whole thing with Essien, which is, the big rolls of Essien. We'd wrap that and we'd have a cut open what we used to like a flap. And so you'd be able to come in and out. We'd sleep in that area for it. So I said, right guys, fucking put the shit out, get the vehicle sorted, get these bodies sorted. So I remember climbing up the tailboard. Just before that, my lieutenant turns around and said, fuck me. I said, sir, what was going on last night? He said, when we were losing the body away from the 2 warriors, he said, one of the drivers, the body had fell out on one of the drivers when he ran up. He said, I had to run down the infantry fucking warriors log, some fucking find it, and drag him back. Because they've just not been exposed to any bodies, these 2 young lads. They're only 17, they've just come out of training, gone out to their ignorance journey, then deployed to the Gulf of PCR, and then someone had fucking fought way out of the 2 drivers of the fucking Grey Reg team. You know what I mean? And jumped them with us. And the one of them, had body had fell out and just literally screamed and ran off, which is expected, really. So then he gets him, and the first thing I said is, I'm not really funny, sir. I said, we can't fucking put them. I said, they're in NBC taxi bag. I said, is that a clinical? And he said, no. And I went, no, sir. You said to us, we can't put bodies that are in NBC taxi bags, and then you've got fucking 9 of them sat in NBC taxi bags. And he said, well, that's all we had. And, all we had was a fucking bin liner. So when he'd gone off that night, we didn't take any fucking bin liners. So they had to put them all in NBC bags. And that's all the infantry down. So I said, all right. And he said, what I want to do is take them out, identify them, and put them in the cash bag we have, the bin bag. He says, and then we'll fucking sort something out. Yeah. So I said, how many bags were there? He said, I think he told me 9 bodies, or all thereof. He says, a bag full of equipment. It says, and then a bit for webbing. It says, and that's like it. They'll put in total, I think, 11 bags. I counted 10 bags, and I'm thinking, okay. So I climbed up the tailboard over the grabbed the first one out, and I'm thinking, fuck me, who the fuck would want to wear a Norwegian shirt in this fucking weather? I know it's night time, but I'm thinking, I'm putting on this guy's Norwegian shirt to pull him out of the fucking car. And I'm thinking, yeah, no problem, pull it out. And I've got my hands in, Norwegian shirt, pulling it out. And then it dawned on me, got my leg, and all I'm pulling on, yeah,
fucking hell.
To pull them out. And I'm thinking, and it's not a Norwegian shirt, it's just a fold of his neck. You know what I mean? I pulled this out, gets him off, and I said, guys, we need to get all these bags. And what had happened is, while I've been driving through the desert, all of these bodies, what we put on themselves, and fucking all pouring up to rack them, and just fell into the middle of the fucking Fort Dunner, or whatever. But all these bags out and wrestle to get the fuckers off. And you're climbing in, standing on dead bodies, to fucking pull them apart to get them out. Because some of the NBC cashback was Velcro.
Yeah, I know.
So the weight just fucking fell out. And so we're pulling on these strong tiny little to get them out. And all we're pulling out, and it dawns on you, this is, they might have said there's 9 bodies, but it fucking isn't. It's just fucking torsos, head, arms, because one of them warriors had just fucking been opened up like a can of beans. And so we get through them, and I'm pulling out bits and fucking bobs. And then we get to 3 of them, which are, just give us a second. Not, sorry, mate, the
No,
dog's
that's fine, mate.
distracting me.
That's fine.
So I get all these out, and then I come across 3 bodies, what are complete. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I'll sort them out in a minute. I sorts all these bits and bobs out. Couldn't figure out what the fuck was what. We like fucking jigsaw. We'll put just the, that Monty Python sketch where he's fighting and fucking around
Yeah.
and like, but it was like literally. Gets them out and writes on the paper 1 leg, 1 arm, 1 torso, 2 torso, fucking 3 heads, that sort of thing. Sorts them out, and then I've got 3 bodies. Because at the time, we just stayed at his Royal Regiment Fusiliers. You know what I mean? We didn't get told we was also the Queens on Islanders. So the 3 bodies what are complete are off the other vehicle. So all the guys in the back get out, but it's the 3 guys in the cupola bit what have been killed on that. Whereas on the Royal Regiment Fusiliers wagon, all the guys in the back what were killed, but the commander, the driver, and the other order all got out. We were safe and got took of it. So anyway, we get these other 3 lads, and I'm looking at one of them, and my mind's processing. If these were all in, because I didn't know there was 2 vehicles either. I just heard that they'd been in a war. I'm processing it, thinking, how the fucking hell can you end up with 6 bodies ripped apart and 3 bodies totally complete? And I'm trying to process this information. I said, not bothering me. Clean my hands up, because we've been digging through these 6 bodies. None of us were wearing gloves. You just got fed up with wearing it. And I'd wash my hands, and then I'm thinking, well, I'll process these. And the Royal Medical Corps guy who volunteered, he's helping me, Robbo. And so he opens his fucking bag up, gets this big guy out, and all of them look big guys. Pulls them out, gets his, unders his top, because remember they're all wearing their flag top. Unders his combat jacket, unders a flag vest at the side, unders that first, then opens his combat jacket, try and get in like who's go. And as we're doing that, it's like his head was a cuckoo, because we're looking at him from where he'd been injured, and the piece of shrapnel had hit the back of his head, and the whole of his head just flipped back.
Oh.
So he's opened up, literally, and it just went all over him. You know, like, and I said to Rob, I'm like, buckle down, get it off, because we weren't thinking about HIV and that. You don't fucking think about it like that. And so anyway, this fucking head on, look, and he fucking gets fucking brains all over, gets his dog tag off, flights it fucking down. And he's a big fucking lad. He's not only slim, but he's quite tall as well. And that's when they come across that these bin bag fucking plastic bin bags what we're dealing with. They'll just couldn't fit into him 6 foot. Because you just didn't have the plastic at the end to wrap it round his head and then just put the masking tape round. We can't if the head's sticking out. But we had to fold a bit there and a bit there and just put masking tape over the fucking rest of it. So half his head's sticking out, you know what I mean, of these bags. Because you just couldn't get the fucking bloke in it, he's over 6 foot. So we're wrapping his fucking masking tape. We've got this dilemma of what the fuck to do, and everything's like unsewn perfectly. You got no fit, you got fuck all to sort of get out. We've got no body bag. We can't put them back in NBC taxi bag because we've been told if we've got NBC taxi bag, further down the line they're going to think they're chemical.
It's completely contaminated.
So you've got that dilemma of what we do. We transfer them into the bin bag, and then we got told that, I'm back then I'd counted them, and I'm thinking, and I think we had looked at the body, and I thought, I'll just put the playing that in command of that losing it. Put 11 bags in there last night. We've only got 10. Like, his body, you see. So, I turned around and said to him, before I said to him, the guy, back on the back of that fucking wagon, and look at the bar to find the fucking body. And it's not, he weren't a body, it was torso. There's from the neck down from stomach down to fucking hip. It was that piece of the body. And he, where everyone else had gone into the middle of it, he rolled out, hit the infrastructure and landed on the canopy. And where we've tied it up, he'd stayed there. And I just had in my mind that if anyone would have fucking opened that black bin bag, driving around in the desert like a flat side, we would open that black bin bag and all it's staring at is a fucking torso. But lucky for us, his body had rolled out onto the super canopy and just sat there. So we luckily found him, so I didn't have to say to him, Commander Barrow, and fucking lock the body. Now we're fucking fine one. And so anyway, we posted in the thing, took the body, written down in your markings, put it in a black bin bag, wrapped it all up, and then, and then the orders came through that we're not going to carry on the move. What's going to happen? We're going to fly an helicopter to pick them up and then get them out of the lake. And I can remember one of the lads came in and said, "Oh Lord, there's a tooth falling outside." And I'm like, "Hey?" And he said, "Yeah, there's a tooth falling. I think it's a fuck out because of the way it's set up." And you can imagine they're driving all the time. Everyone's eating up compo, and then every time they've got like one of the chefs to try and make fucking food for us. So everyone thought that we were at the front of the queue, think we were a chef unit. So they're all fucking queuing it, and I went out and I said, "What's the problem, guys?" And he turned around and says, "Well, when you're opening the fucking hot plate," and I'm like, "There's no fucking hot plate here," and all you could see is fucking blood and shit all over my top, down my fucking trousers, all over my boots. And at that point, we were still in NBC kit. I think we were still in free Romeo, which is over boots, trousers, jacket on, without inner gloves or respirator. That, yeah. So I'm saying to him, and our flag vest, we're not a chef unit, guys. And they're going, "Yeah, they fucking hand. They're all stood there with a cup and a fucking plate." And I'm saying, "No, we're a different unit. What's all that fucking blood on you?" And I'm like, "No, we're a totally different unit, guys. They don't want to know what we fucking do." You know what I mean? And then I think someone turned around and said, "It's that fucking grey rib unit." And you're like, fucking God. You know what I mean? And then someone had clicked on in the markings on the vehicles. Before we left Algeria, we got told to take them off. So all we did was cover them up with a bit of fucking flap of paper, of the basic coloured paper. And then as soon as we could go, we just lift it off. Then you could see our Grim Reaper sign with the number 2 underneath it, within the 2 eyes. And I thought, fuck that, the Grim Reapers, that's what we're going to go for. So then we got that sorted. The helicopter came in. And I can remember walking in on a few casters. These helicopters could have been American or British, and this British helicopter landed and it's got American packages in it. And I can remember tracking these bodies and you could hear these guys going, "Oh my fucking God," and I'm not realising we're a grave red, thinking we're dumping these bodies in front of us. And they're sat there fucking petrified, thinking they've been injured somewhere, and now they've got to sit with all these fucking dead bodies. And this fucking, this pile is getting fucking bigger. Because we've put, we can't really put 2 arms together and put them in a bag. We have to do them individually. So this pile of fucking Dick and Bob, and they're sat there saying, "What's all that?" Thinking it was the mail. Nah, man, fucking dead wasn't. And it's like, "Hey, you're not way." So then we piled them all in the helicopter. I don't even think the air load master or anyone realised it always goes over the airways. I don't think they realised it was 9 fucking dead bodies or parts thereof. So we piled all them in there. Then they shut off. We then got the order that the convoy was moving again, and that is it. 27th, throughout 27th, we just followed the 3 fighting units in. Gets to the 28th. Stops on the 28th, and that's when all the, that night is when the ceasefire comes in. So now we're actually back to working in northwest corner of Kuwait, or not in Kuwait. I think at the time we were calling that. Or we'd gone into Kuwait, parts of the day. Got the order taken for ceasefire. And then literally it changed for us. So then they turned around and said, "Guys, people are coming up saying these fucking bodies what? We're like, "What fucking acting us?" But, "Well, you're grave, and we're like, Well, what the fuck am I after for? From you? Because we were there to defend the British and the Allies. We weren't there to do the Iraqis. But, you know, quite rightly, people were realising that the Iraq were dead here, becoming a problem. And then we got the order to drive down into Kuwait, because there's a highway down there. And then we go down there, and the divisional team had turned up, and we had 3 graves with down on the back of the road, or the highway depot, whatever you call it. They were down there on the 1st of March. Well, the place was still on fire then. You know, there was places of it still fucking burning away. And then we came down, and fucking my brother got down there. We fucking get into Kuwait in the daylight. Comes down one of the main roads. Piece of fucking mess. Saw some on the mate, and they're having a fire and that. And they're saying, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare down there. How you lot got on that to do that fucking mess. So we ended up all the pads all the bottom, like, what pepper. Well, a warrior got the look over there, and he went, oh, right. And so they then said that they lost 3 casualties at 7 today. So we just discussed him. We're having a chat and a brew. And then some of them are trying to walk into the Vice Road. And, you know, and they're just waiting for the Royal Engineers to get out, and then we go get more bodies. And they're just working the way in. And then we got the order not to stay there, but to start going around the outer road and collecting any bodies on that and trying to clear it up. So we're driving along, and one of the first bodies we come across was hanging off the fucking lamppost, because the great resistance started leaving in store. So they were fucking captured in front and stopping them off. But then get to a VCT, and we're driving through, and the Lieutenant General was like, put the weapon, put the fucking dope with it. So we driving into Kuwait, going somewhere else in Kuwait, put weapons, and then this red car pulled to the side of us, just in front. And they're all questioning it, and all these guys are cracking across and all that. And then literally the bloke just brings it up. And he's like, you could see there was quite a few people in the car. He brings it up and just shoots the fucking driver in front of him, or puts the screen in, just shoots the whole screen out. And then another one just throws an hand grenade into it, and they just go boom in front of the fucking car. And we're all sat there questioning like in shock, thinking, what the fuck was they thinking they were happening? So we've all cocked our weapons, and then they've got less teeth than me. They wave it forward, and they go, good, English, Americano, you know, that's it. Come through. Catch anyone, kill the fuckers. You know what I mean? And that's what it was fucking like in Kuwait. Yeah. So then we're driving in, sorting fucking bodies out, anywhere we could possibly find them. So then for the next, from the 1st of March to the 8th of March, that's all we're doing. Literally doing bodies. I mean, there was one position we did, which was either a regimental outpost or a field hospital. And you could see there was fucking Red Crosses or Red Crescent in the area. And it had been striked, it had been bombed, you know what I mean? So we're picking up all these body parts. I mean, we've got mounds of body parts. And we've got an engineer unit with us. You couldn't bury them because of the fucking bedrock. And you get your shovel in the ground and probably get a shovel's full of dirt was all you were going to get. Everything else was like fucking hard clay. So then we brought the diggers in. They dug the holes for us. Then the digger would drive round and we'd drop the heads and arms and torsos and legs. And this news reporting unit pulled up. So they had all these newspapers that taking photographs of us. And then I remember when they turned up, I've got this leg on a shovel, throwing a leg into the bucket of a digger. And that's all they're doing is watching us back there. I think there was one photo that was someone who had line walking from one position to the other, holding the head in the hand. And it was just nothing to us by that. You know, we've been doing it for 2 months solid. That it was absolutely nothing to you.
Yeah, it's like, to it.
Oh, you know, just like an opening a packet of crisps and just eating a packet of crisps, or everything's just normal to us. But from the outside, people watching us were absolutely horrified by what we were doing. Just the blaseness of doing it. And I'm stood there with one of the other guys, and there's a body and an arm, and this bit of stinging stretching like for like his artery or his vein just dried up in the sand. And he goes out, he was still put it off. And I remember turning around to him and saying, fucking stop, what are you doing? And he went, I can't be out, fucking dragging that body and pulling that arm behind. I said, fuck that. I can go around cutting bits off. I said, just pick the arm and put it on his fucking chest and take him over. That's what I'm saying about the blaseness of what we were like. And they're taking photographs of us doing these bits of jobs. And I can remember the one of the news reporters, and I think he's dead now, and I said to the guys before, I said, look guys, get for any identification. Pretty hard on the edge. Get for any identification, set the pocket, take anything out of the pocket, and if you can't find sandbag, put it in the pocket. You can imagine what that looks like. You know, we're fucking pockets of dead bodies, put on in the wallet, and they didn't realise then we would then just pull it all in sandbag and then take it back through a record and say, oh, look, you know, the dead bodies were fucking valuable. But for them, it's Pioneer's fucking grave robbers. You know what I mean? And what was happening to the outside looking in, it was pretty normal. You know, and we walked up to one cabin and he's lying there, but hair has been ripped up back. I can't even where the shells are in there. Yeah. So what's left is a zip, big fuck off hole, and then these scalps have come off. So we're all dusting it off and putting it on our head, going, what was this fucking like a toothpaste? And just eating and laughing because you know, you can't explain what we were doing, but we're sat there just having a giggle of this madness. You know, you're doing a mad fucking job, and the madness fucking seeps into you.
It's contagious,
yeah. We're shaking the sand off this air. This is an Iraqi, so it's not very. We're shaking the sand off the air and just put it on our head, and we're all stood there. And that's when this fucking cheek. I'm one of the lads who's got this black hair taking on his head. Well, we've all got skinhead, and this fucking Land Rover, and all these fucking press guys are getting out, going, what are you all up to, guys? And we're all fucking stood there. But we all knew the guy had this fucking dead body's hair on his head. And the LO, who was a cavalry, no, he was a guard regiment there. He's got all these press photographs that everywhere. And there's this picture of the Pioneers found on the body. But I don't think what they realised was the guy, one of our guys, was stood there with fucking wig, which is his proper hair off the dead body. Oh,
I mean, anyone listening, you know, it's like you say, anyone listening to this, you know, none of us who would listen to this and have had the experience of what you've gone through. And some people are going to listen to this and think, fuck me, he's laughing about that, you know what I mean? Or they did that. But it's not a case of like being disrespectful or anything like that. You aren't thinking straight when you're doing shit like that. It's just
almost was any bit of humanity had gone from us. Literally had gone. I can remember the officer turning around and saying to us, "Pull your fucking self together." We're like ghouls. Pull your stuff together and get a fucking group. You're British soldiers. I was like, "What the fucking hell are you going to do about it, Clint?" And he went, "You can't fucking swear on an officer." Well, what the fuck are you going to do about it, mate? Send me back to Ireland. Send me fucking back to the UK and Ireland. Well, fuck you then. I'd rather go back there if you can do it for me. I don't want to. Do you really think we want to fucking do this? Pump and dump dead bodies all day long, every fucking day, and all we saw for the future was just doing this horrible fucking job. It's a way just making a fucking job out of it.
know. You know, I know this isn't a comparison. It kind of is, but it really this is going to be a weird one. So you had the people in the Second World War, the Nazi, the death squads, basically went round to kill people, and a lot of them guys were dicked for that job. They weren't they didn't volunteer. They were told they were doing it. It was punishment, and they went round killing people, and they become so blasé at it. I mean, obviously it affected them all. They all turned to alcohol. They all turned to drugs while they were doing it, and no one would go near them. You know, their own soldiers wouldn't go near them when they were caught. No one would go near them because they were just fucked.
I honestly think The problem we had out there, you couldn't turn to drugs, you couldn't turn to alcohol. You know alcohol. Whereas, like you've just said, thinking about the time they did it, even the Grey Bridge Restoration teams in the Second World War, whoever side it was, when they were doing it, they had access to alcohol. We fucking didn't. We were sober as good doing that, which meant then that chances of the mental injury was fucking, you were getting it full force. You weren't pissed when you were doing it, or you weren't off the face and drugs. You were fucking doing it for real. And, we're fucking up and dumping and fucking shit. And, after the war and I came back home, I'd carry a shopping for a couple of years. I'd get a shopping bag and I could tell you how much it weighed because I remember walking around the desert with head. And for years, carrying a shopping bag really fucked me over. I just couldn't do it because every time I put something in my hand that weight, it just takes me back to being in the boat and carrying fucking head. And I could recall how much the fucking weighed. You know what I mean? So the mental duress it caused after the war. But while this is going on, we're doing this, and I remember we're back at camp, and we've all harboured up now. You've got Royal Regiment of Fusiliers, you've got the Royal Scots there, aren't you? A bit further out, you've got headquarters, the 4th Brigade, BAA, admin area, brigade admin area. We're in amongst them lot. And oh yes, this fucking boom in the desert, and the fucking desert goes off the fucking desert early in the morning, like 8 daylight. And then one of us turns on and said, "Fuck me, guys, we're gonna get a job in a minute." And then someone walked over from the brigade signal and said, "Guys, you can get a team together, we're meeting with the work." But for myself, Dave, and Buck, we have grab bags of fuck all, you know what I mean? A fucking grab bag now, we got a fucking machine gun in there and all this shit. The grab bag to us was like a fucking big pair of black fucking gloves we couldn't wear and no cunt would want to wear. A couple of mats and an apron. That was our fucking grab bag. So we jumped in, drives over to the World Stop, and we get stopped literally, and there's no fuck around. It's like walking into the cowboy town.
And ghost town, yeah.
We drove up, and then one of the guys from the quartermaster, and I said, "We it's them over here, mate." And we went, "Yeah, that's cool." And yeah, we have a football sat in a minefield. And I'm like, "What?" And you went, "So why have you fucking sent us over then?" Because remember, this is what they thought at the time. They were starting a minefield where everyone's been told to jump in a wagon out the world and not move. And I'm thinking, it's okay for us then. You know what I mean? Get the fucking pioneers in. They can fucking walk on water. You know what I mean? What do you want us to fucking do going in there? And they went, "Well, look, if you just follow the track of the warrior track that was driven in whenever, in the last couple of days or the last night, you'll be all right on them." Yeah, but you just told us a fucking minefield, mate. And you want me to fucking walk around the track? I'm thinking, fucking hell, this is so good. So we picked up our little grab bag and our weapons, walked in. By then, on the 27th, we'd come out of NBC. You remember, we got rid of all shit. So now we're back into our combat trousers, which are just black because of all the charcoal of the fucking NBC kit. And, we just as grubby as every fucker. My boots were just full of blood and guts. My uniform we were wearing is full of fucking body parts. And we must have stunk. We must have fucking stunk to our heaven a fucking death. So we followed this guy, and then he stopped today, over there, and he walked in, and this fucking guy sat there, just puffing away. The fucking shrapnel is just burning through his body and cooking him. Literally cooking him. I'm just looking at his body with, you can remember when you were a kid and you get a bag and you do them little fucking Indian things. So that's what his body was doing. On his chest, his fucking arms, his arms missing. I can't remember. One of his arms is missing. His front hair all black, and his whole properly body with no clothes on, where it just fucking ripped his fucking clothes off, and it was just fucking big scars in his body, fucking pieces of metal cooking away, and still cooking away. We got a fucking barbecue, and he's just puffing away, and I'm thinking, we need to fucking stop that, lad. Well, then we get jerry can of water, and we're pouring fucking water all over his fucking body, and I'm thinking, this is the whole Scott unit, you know, this is 1991. They didn't have, and no disrespect to the black guys, they didn't have black lads who got regiments. But I'm looking at this black lad, not realising he's fucking burned to the prick. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this lad who's been burnt to the fucking prick, thinking he's a black lad. You know what I mean? And the other guy says to me, he goes, oh, and I went, all right, I didn't fucking realise that. He still had his NBC trousers on. And but anyway, we get the water all over the body. We get our fingers in to get the metal out. We cool it all down. But we're there for a while. Suppose always fucking strap out what the bigger hits we could get out of the body. Because, you know, by then it was nothing to us. You know, picking a few bits of metal out fucking me was nothing to us by then. Because, you know, for the last couple of days, all I've been doing was fucking pick up heads and arms and fucking walls. So it cools him down. As an attack, and the guy fought brooms to us, and it's like you're painting decorating your house, and your missus comes up and gives you a brew. You know what I mean? And you're just stuffing. We've got the fucking hand in its body, sitting around for a bit of fucking platinum, and your fucking mate comes over and gives you a brew and the fucking drinking and chatting normally while you're doing the most fucking abnormal thing in the fucking world. You know what I mean? And you're fucking digging around the fucking sort of get the advert club. And I fucking stood there and this guy for reading and he worked off. Yeah, there might be more. He said, that's my fault. And it fucking hit you as your head hit the fucking window screen in the carpet. That this is a person. This fucking lad in front of me was dead. It's a fucking person. And someone has broken through that glass of this unreality, fucking reality. He said that's my best move. And you're like, yeah, all right, well, said, I'm real giving. Well, more than else, well, all we're going to do is pick them up there, put them in my back. They asked body bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we said, we're in a body bag, which is fucking illegal for us. So what we're going to do, put them in our handle, take the stuff that and then we'll get fucking back down the center. And we went, yeah, for him, we'll just come on and we've got food. He's the only one that wore them. I don't know that. He's wearing fucking clothes. None of us fucking. So it tells us his name, tells us who he is that night. And he then said, can I give him something that I can do that? And he's going to make it. We'll reappears with the Glasgow Rangers fucking fan club and put it in his pocket for the referee. Well, mate, he's chatting to his mate. There was his fucking god body to me, but he's chatting to his mate and it's bringing us
back to reverse, yeah.
Kicking and fucking screaming, literally. And I'm thinking, I don't need to fucking see this. And I'm thinking, well, myself, look, mate, you need to go because you're fucking killing me, bringing me down, and I can't afford to fucking expose myself. You know, what I'm doing, and that's what you're doing to me, and I don't really, you know, the lieutenant for all that, or the, you know, Dave for all that, but it was doing it to me, and I said, it's probably doing it again. And the one of the lads from the quartermaster department was in there as well, I hope. And so then we finally bag him up, bag him back, and pulled him out of there. I think that's probably the second of March, third of March, I think it might be the second. And then later it came out that he was doing the backpack maintenance in the morning. I think it might have been the driver. They reckon he hit the webbing, and what had happened was part of the webbing was probably hanging over the edge of the vehicle. And when he brought the hammer down, he's not hit the track. He's hit one of them claw missiles. Remember, in the joint, they wish he didn't the claw. I think they were called claw rounds. When you fired a blank round or a round, the propellant up the barrel, that ignited the claw, which was a grenade, and that sort of your rifle. But the team got rid of them because they got fucking mad bar. But anyway, they reckon he did one of them and it had blown up, and that's what killed him. That came out after the goal. But so then we packed a new one and then went back out, fucking humping and dumping, fucking racket stiff. But literally the next 8 days, it was on and off, and then it sent us back into Kuwait City itself. But each day we would get a 4-figure group weapon, a 6-figure group weapon, an 8-figure group weapon, and we'd have to drive into the desert or drive to the city to go play this fucking position for dead body. Well, we were doing that. The guys on the badge, the 3 teams on the badge road were doing the same. So in theory, we had 5 grave registration teams of sort of like 8 to 10 names at the in and around World City. So we had 50 British servicemen either trying to tidy up all these bodies. Plus, you had all the guys from the brigades who were fucking trying to do it. These bodies were fucking everywhere. And, you know, they were causing a fucking problem. So we're out there pumping and dumping fucking dead bodies. And then on the 8th of, well, just before that, we got sent back into Kuwait City. And we got told to go and play one of these buildings. We were doing buildings, vehicles, anywhere. And they said these buildings were fucking Iraqi for being used for top again. And when turned up to check it all out, and the problem is, you know, it's food, but we're all right, the Pioneer Corp fucking story. How really? So we drove out to Kuwait City, found the street and what pulled up to Kuwait, fucking ghost town. First couple of days of March, Kuwait was a fucking ghost town. And so we drove up, parked up, went into this building what we had the address to. And we found out that down in the cellars, there was this fucking dentist stairs there. And just fucking blood everywhere and fucking like gurneys next to the wall, fucking full of you know, like sort of fucking thing or something like that. And, but we didn't find any bodies. And then we came out of there, we found weapons everywhere. There was weapons everywhere. And we got all these weapons fucking threw all in the trailer. And then when we came out, we were looking through another building through the window, and these fucking ladies came over. I said, what you doing? And we were saying, no, we told the building there for the body. And we went, no, not like that. They said the Iraqis used that one as a Ford hospital. And I thought, right, it makes sense. They're in terror. You know, Scotland were all bad. No, what are you? Well, we call quick cells. And he went, literate. And we went, yeah, and he went, what, we're already in? And we said, yeah, this is not the 3rd of fucking March. And he went, I didn't realise that. But then we went across to the hotel and banged on the door to guys from that we were up. We said, well, we were put the soldiers, we were there. What we did, maybe well fucking purchase coffee and a tea, or had a fucking drink. And then they turned around to us and said, come back tomorrow and we'll bring some beer. And we were like, fucking really? And he went, yeah, come back. So the next day when we drove in to Lake for another fucking job, we just popped over to the fucking hotel. And I got a photograph. I'm fucking stood there with like 2 or 3 crates of fucking Heineken. And I, fuck me, we fucking, that night we got fucking hammered. I mean, absolutely hammered in that fucking tent. Everyone else just thought we were on fucking, you know, we'd got our own house. We were fucking hammered that night. And I can remember a couple of blokes from the brigade, what our team commander, and I remember a couple of other blokes we came at July 10. You know, we'd have 2 fucking 4-tonners or 4-tonner and 8-tonner back to back. Big fucker screen round with in a 12 to 12. And then you slept in any of the vehicles or any way you got a position. And so you got 10 blokes in there, you know, sleeping wherever you fucking want or whoever you wanted to sleep in. But anyway, we're all sleeping there. And that night you had 3 fucking slabs or 24 tins of fucking Heineken. And we fucking hammered. That was the first alcoholic drink I fucking had. And it just goes straight to your fucking head. We were all fucking mortal. I don't think anyone knew what fucking doing was. And if the drive was okay, we were fucking great red. And I can remember one of them days we went to the cookhouse. They told us coming late. They said they didn't want us sitting with everyone else, putting everyone else off. You know what I mean? And it was like, we just felt like reject. Anywhere we went, it was like, oh, you're grave rig, you have to come later. And then they turned around to us if you went at 4 brigade and said, I don't want you at the cookout until another time. So if they all left for breakfast at say 7, we couldn't go there till about 9 o'clock or one cleared off. So it felt, you just felt this horrible, real grave rig, you know, when we got near you. And then, you know, so that itching mentality. But one day we get there and we sat there and we saw the guys coming over with the shit bins. And I think he was burning the shitter, you know, the old fucking 20-gallon fucking drum or whatever it's called. You know, and he's being fucking bollocks or whatever, and he had to pull the ruler. And that's the lie. Where we were sat having breakfast, we could see it's a lie. Well, he's going over there with a jerrycan of fuel, thinking it's not lit, and it's a naked light. But where we were sat, we could just see the blueness waving in the desert. Whatever direction he was coming at, or he's coming at it, I don't think he saw the blueness. I mean, we could have stopped that at any time. And he popped the fucking jerrycan out, turns it off, puts the fuel on, and now he's on fire, and he's fucking running around like Romania. And we're all fucking sat there, fucking just watching people do it, people who were laughing. That's what it felt like. It felt like people were laughing. And the chef went, fucking hell, guys, do something. And it like, you know, it was like took you out of this moment where we're all giggling, like fucking ghouls thinking, people want to laugh, for what we did a bit longer. And there's something at the back of us, fucking guys, get over there and sort him out. And literally fucking ran over there, fucking dropped him on the floor, rolled him over in the sand. I can just remember the fucking sand sticking to him everywhere. And what was weird, he's on Facebook for a week. A guy got in touch with, and there's posting still. Then he goes, guys, what do you remember it? How's that guy up in the fucking file? You got fucking put the fire out on them. And I was thinking, you know, it's these fucking walls out there. And then he says, I never fancied it further in my life. And I'm thinking, what 18 years later, I put a post on Facebook with guy put that rule. You know, I was the one who fucking saved really, put my life on fire. Not me, I mean, fucking God, but help. But, you know what I mean? It just brings you back to, you know, to the moment and, you know, what we did. And then on the 8th of March, I think they finally given the order. Kuwait was fucking mad. If you didn't get a Kuwait, if you didn't get out of Kuwait at dusk, the place was like a fucking Wild West fucking town. There was shootings going on, there was people leaving the store up, and they just couldn't control Kuwait itself. So I think the Villiers or kind of command the plan had enough of the world Britain took away from Kuwait City. We don't go into it. Well, we're the only, I mean, there was a few going in the police now, but we were told, Royal Engineers and the grave registration, we're the only ones who were on there each day. And, so then on the 8th of March, they said, no, stop, you know, go back. Well, lots of units have been going back by then. You know, back down to our fire and people got to fly out and to bring fucking vehicles out. We came from Great City on the 8th, back down to our Island. Drove all the way back down, filled the trailer, full of back down to I was gonna put my oval got down to city, running Algebile. Got the border between Saudi Arabia, and the border guard stopped us and fucking got on one of our vehicles and took all the weapons back. They said, no, the weapons belong to us. It's like India, give them to the Iraqi army, but they took it back. While we were on the out one day, we found a container full of fucking money. We found a container full of Iraqi. Well, we found a plaque office, you know, like the regimental admin fucking side. Full of ID cards, full of, you know, all sorts. And we fucking found a fucking tin of a big fucking square tin, broke it open, just full of Iraqi money. Fucking full of it. Must have been a fucking millionaire. And that was still legal tender because it wasn't until 2003 when you finally kicked out of the day off. So in 91, that was still legal tender. So we literally packed out in our pockets and fucking robbed it all. And gets it back to Kuwait City. Back down to Al Jubail with all the other shit we collected. And we collected fucking everything. Gets down. All I collected was the badges and the fucking buttons and patches. Because I still am anchored military, but I collected that. Gets back down to Al Jubail and the bloke was swapping stuff. And I just didn't need no back of money like fucking 1,000 day now and 10,000 day, not realising, thinking it's monopoly money when it was legal tender. You'd fucking hand it out. You know what I mean? So in the Middle East, they were using it in Britain. It's one of them, I don't know what to call it, like a block of money, so you can't change it in Britain. Like, whereas in the Middle East, it's just fucking legal tender. Anyone would fucking use it. And literally, I think of it, loads of it. The way it was given out to the guys who wanted it for souvenirs and was swapping it in Camp 4. Then we'd gone around to Camp 13, which is the Yannick fucking farm, and most of their guys are just working in the dock. So we've not really built anywhere, and we're swapping pistols for Yank fucking capside beards and American stuff, which is pretty shit really when you look back. But we just had all this kit what we brought back from, down in Kuwait City, and we didn't realise what had happened on fucking the Badger Highway. We didn't even, we were on it. Yeah. We were on it. The place was still on fucking fire when I fucking got there on the 1st of March. But I don't realise, you don't see the significance of a little part until years later, and then you see the aerial photograph of it and what a mess it was, and realise that actually I was on there.
Yeah, we went up to, because as I was saying before we started recording, we ended up in the British Embassy and guarding that, and they had a function one night, and it was weird. They had this function where all the expats who'd stayed there, and there was loads. They turned up at the embassy to have a party, and me, my full crew, and our little team, there was about 4 or 5 of us. We were on guard that night. So and this is like really weird. I don't know how the hell it happened, but one of the guys who was an expat had said to the battery commander, "Look, it's not fair them being on guard tonight. So how about tomorrow night? I'll come down, pick them up, and take them for a drive around Kuwait City, and then take them to one of my mates' houses. They're gonna have a beer." And the BC was like, "Yeah, crack on." So we did. Like the next day, this guy turned up in a big American Lincoln car. He opened the boot. He says, "Look," and we had a look in. There was beer in there. We were like, "Get it!" And we jumped in his car, and we drove around Kuwait City, and then we drove up to the Basel Road, and that's when we first seen it. And I was shocked. But again, like yourself, like we got out the car, had a walk around the vehicles that they'd all been pushed to the side of the road there and stuff like that. Like, and we were like looking around it, and you'd see like boots on the floor, and then look again and realise there was a foot in it and stuff like that. And we just thought, didn't really think anything about it. It just, it is what it is. But we ended up going back into Kuwait City in this guy's house, and he took us out to his pits. And it's when you said Heineken earlier, and I went, "Oh, Heineken," because we went into this bloke's house, and it was like a cross between Bernard Manning and Lenny Henry. He's a big Kuwaiti fella. He was dead funny.
Yeah.
And he says to us, come in. And we went in, and he's like, "Do you have something to eat?" And we were thinking, "No, these are going to be destitute, these people. They mustn't have food." Or, no, we've got rations, we can eat them. They were like, no. And he had a waiter, like a servant. He had a butler. And this guy comes out with this big tray of chicken and rice and stuff like that. And we were like, I thought these were all like destitute and no, we're all right. And he opened the fridge door, like a big American double fridge. He opened the door of that, and it was like a Heineken advert. And we got slaughtered. We were there at about 3 o'clock in the morning. We've got to go back. Just hammered. It was a really good night.
we went to the expat in Al Jubail when we were there, but after the war. His own Camp 4, there was a model little parallel next to us, the tower. They had no singing 4 times a day, or prayers as they call it. But as soon as I walk in, fuck me in there. So camp 4, you do it 5 o'clock in the morning. Fuck hell, some shut him up. And then sort of like 8 o'clock in the morning, fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then 8 o'clock at night. And it was like it changed overnight, wasn't it? Literally, as soon as the war finished, it's like it changed overnight. No one wanted you there. Fucking, get off. But I didn't. We got back to one of the reasons we got on the Badger Road when the guys tracked for the teams. Once they'd put them dozer plates through and cleared the road itself, they weren't sure if the either side of the road was mined. So the Royal Engineers said, "Don't fucking go on it." Then that's why the bodies were in the vehicles. As soon as they pushed the vehicles onto the desert, they said, "Don't fucking go on it." Because, not fucking worth it. We don't know what's underneath. Could be mines, could be whatever. We'll just leave it. And that's why the gravy came off and started going everywhere else.
I mean, it's like when you look back on it and you see the photos of like the Baza Road, and then understand how it happened, where the A10s had just come down and blasted them and stuff like that, and you think, oh, they were leaving. Was there really a need for it? But I mean, it's war. It shit happens. But when you think about it later,
I mean, I didn't think anything like that. I just thought I was numb. I was literally numb to everything. Got back to Dubai thinking that was the end of it. It wasn't. I mean, got back to Dubai and then bringing the Special Air Service Bible. So I got to meet all of not the live ones, but I got to meet the dead ones with Bravo 20. We leg laying, you are beautifully died, in that's bad. We protest then. Then we had all the RAF pilots out in the desert fucking full months. And they were fucking horrible. And this is not the, sort of family or anything. It's the way we got through it. You've been lying and fucking, in a case, in a cockpit for 2 months, in a fucking desert, in a hot, one of the hottest countries in the fucking world. And then, the Yankees found the Lord of after that, they were able to wait again. And then protest, then look at what. Totally and then fucking back to fucking all literally. It literally fucking just brought everything fucking back. So it was nice getting in your camp, getting in the shower, and getting away from that all day madness. And then being dragged back to it, got out these fucking next 12 bodies, what the fucking brought in from the Special Air Service and the pilot. But really, it was like 17 bodies, what we had to process. It's already repatriated. You want to move the law, put things on the island board and talk for them and send them back to the UK. Now we're getting all the guys that have come out, for a while, but you have to get held on to the sexual guys, because held on to them and dead pilot. And then 9 come back, and then we ended up with them to both of them. Well, that was fucking wrong. If you have to bring a body back from a foreign country, you have to put it on a leg line coffin. It means that you've got to single in a coffin. And then they weld it into the coffin itself. We have to bring welders in. We had welders from Weenie, ROF, Hormone, what came in because it was 17 volts to then get rid of them. And then from us, we repatriated back to the UK and what did they do back to the and so there's a work to get the body to. And so what we would do was as the welders come up, put them in the coffin, then they come up in the leg line coffin, zinc line coffin. They're the bagging, and we open the end, so then we press down on the bag so that off gases coming out. And you see that the welders come up without all over the front, hit the fucking coffin, the fucking smell of it in, and then they're like, turning green. And some of them just turn around and walked off and just can't do it. So I then can't fucking do it. That's my fucking hell, ain't it? How the fuck we look forward with that? We realize, we're used to it by now. not realising that it is absolutely fucking horrendous smell. And then, some of them, they're like, you're knocking the face mask down, getting on with it. And if not, that welding a coffin takes a fucking long time. And that's why they bought them welders to get it done. And then we took them down to Azerbaiján airfield, and we were sat there, and they didn't know what to do with people. Well, their fault. We'll get well known export, and it's got to the export. I didn't realise you want to go for the left there, you have to come out the road, out the rain, and then you have to then leave the collection to then carry on, to then get into the special letters. So we come out the Royal Marine, and they have a different numbering system than what we do to the army. So when you joined up, we've got this really foggy number in the army. Because now it's in special letters, it's the army, not the fucking FPS and theory. So we sat there, and they said, Mark, one of our bigger boss, our captain, said, you need to go and find a fucking bearing, parachute. And we're what's the death in, well, what do we give him? And they said, he's a Royal Marine or he's a fucking parachute regiment. He said, well, he's in the army, he needs to be the nearest unit in the army for that Royal Marine, really, parachute regiment. Whereas he's Royal Marine, SBS Royal Marine, and we said, we're not going to get a Royal Marine variant. So, parachute band was there doing the medical side. So we got in touch with them and said, can we have a parachute bearing, a maroon bearing with World Parachute Captain? Fuck me, that was like fucking the shit as a fan. And they turned up, these fucking parrots from the band, and they're all fucking puffed out chest. Who the fucking hell's this frog and fucking kill?